back, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Wiley Quixote, and I'm back with my Bioware Paradigm challenge of Pokemon FireRed. We are stuck here in this woods place. Hell, I can't remember the name of it. And we've got another bug catcher coming at us here. And he's reminding me about something important. I don't know, I don't care. I'm gonna be killing some bugs because they can't do super effective damage to me yet. Fun times. Fight! Tackle! Squish those bugs. String shots. It's an interesting tactic. I guess it makes sense. If you slow them down enough, eventually you can get in the first strike if you hit them hard enough. But if you never do any damage, then you're kinda out of luck. Like these Weedles. Is it just me, or do Weedles kind of look like another caterpillar from a different Nintendo game? Very surprisingly like enemy out of Mario. Okay, here we are, level 10. Some more stats, yay hooray. Things are moving up in the world, so is Rosncrantz. I'm liking that 18 attack. Special defense is 19. That's going to be handy. Resisting fire when I run into it. And we've got Vine Whip. As I did a little bit of research, I came to realize that Leech Seed doesn't actually do grass-type damage, or at least it doesn't seem to, from what I've looked up. And of course, here I am trying to use Vine Whip because I thought, you know, I think it's based off special attack, and that might hurt the Kakuna a little bit more since it's using Harden. But, well, it wasn't very effective. Tackling was. Doesn't matter if you're in a cocoon shell, getting stomped on is what it is. I'm going to do a little bit of warp speed here because I only have one Pokemon in these woods, and it's going to be tricky eventually. I'm going to run out of PP. Yeah, I know. But it is something that I'm beginning to see, and as you can look here, Tackle is already in the yellow. That's my most damaging move, and it doesn't matter if I've leveled up even to 11, swinging for 19. If I can't tackle anymore, then I'm going to be in a bit of a bind. And that's one of the major things that I dislike about Pokemon. On top of the fact that Pokemon are limited not only to taking 4 moves out to the field with them, but that they're only ever allowed to know 4 moves at a time. It really doesn't seem fair. If I was to redesign the franchise for a new console, or maybe even a new medium, I would try to institute something maybe like Guild Wars, where you've got a set number of skills you can bring with you, but once you've learned a skill, you've got access to it. That would allow for things like, you know, Growl, String Shot, these things that do give you an advantage, but ultimately just eat up space, where otherwise you could be attacking with a certain type. It would be nice to be able to bring those in when you need them, or when they would actually have some merit in what's going on in the battles you're facing. But ultimately, you know, you forget Growl, you forget Tail Whip, because you need room for those higher powered abilities, and sometimes it's nice. No, I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna quit ranting because Nintendo has its formula. It knows how to print money, and they're not gonna change it. And then having a system like mana instead of PP, power points that limit the number of times you can use a move, period. Especially in a game where the item to restore PP is not easily acquired. But I guess they weren't really keeping in mind that some people would be running this with a single Pokemon, or 2 Pokemon in my case, once I finally get around to getting the Psyduck, which is going to take until I reach Route 12 and acquire a Super Rod, so that's several episodes down the line here, and I'm already trying to ration my direct damage attacks here, because while Leech Seed only takes, or only has 10 power points, once you accurately use it and it actually succeeds, it's consistent damage over a number of... Let's see, is there another place? I don't really want to come back here again. I'd like to make sure that I find everything that I can. Nope. Well, here's a battle with the video game mascot itself, Pikachu. He's an adorable little so-and-so, and now he's dead. Of course, that one was a she. And Rosncrantz doesn't care. Rosncrantz doesn't give a, you know, whether or not he's beaten up a girl. Like a girl bug either. It's just, yeah. Let's do Leech Seed. And we'll suck this Caterpie dry. I think maybe, because I know somewhere in here there's another trainer. So I really don't want to waste any more of my actual fighting abilities. What am I gonna do? I guess I'll growl at her. There. Take that, you horrible high attack power Caterpie. Yeah, this is a gimp fight. This is silly. Oh man, oh man, oh man. But this really does kind of highlight some of the failings. Well, no, failing is a bit harsh to say, and I also don't want to enrage the Poke fanatics out there. I am one. I do really enjoy these games, but there are aspects of them that I would really love to see changed. Primarily, I'd love to see a version of this that was full-on multiplayer. I mean, I think it would be absolutely incredible, and it would be a way to not just print money, but to print gold freaking bricks, or nuggets, if you will, to create a monetized, massively multiplayer online game of Pokemon. I know that there are, there are knockoffs out there that are really, kind of sleazy. They sort of wink wink nudge nudge, yeah, this is Pokemon. But then you've also got the legitimate stuff like the game Miscrits of Sunfall Kingdom on Facebook, or the Neopets website. God. Who's even heard of Neopets in years? Jeez. Well, shout out to Nalana out there on the internet. I know she still plays that and loves it. I think she's even managed to make some art that's appeared on the page. She's quite the artist. Anyway, but I do not understand why Nintendo is so reluctant. I mean, perhaps it's something to do with Game Freak, excuse me, that he doesn't want to go in that direction. But my God, it would be incredible. The game is already sort of built around it. It just doesn't have the infrastructure to allow multiple players in the same instance, and within a single instance trading. You've got to hook up your Game Boys, but I guess Pokemon is also the game that Nintendo uses to move Game Boys. And I take one step and step on a cocoon. Now, if getting String Shot to Oblivion was a Gimp Fest, this is just going to be ridiculous. I don't want to waste any tackles or Vine Whips on a Metapod. That's just ridiculous. And it's just going to sit there and harden while I suck the life out of it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. watching those PowerPoints ever so carefully. And of course, I say that, and I just used Leech Seed twice. Ugh. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and hand over my my Pokemon trainer card now. Leech Seed appears to be working a heck of a lot better on this Metapod than anything else. Slowly, ever so slowly, making my way towards a Pokeball. Well, I guess this means I'm not going to need to go out and buy any. I've got enough to capture 6 Psyducks once the time comes. Hopefully that's a good enough spread. I'd like to get away with not buying any Pokeballs. I'm not putting that in as an actual rule of the challenge, but, you know, it would just be nice to be able to save my money for potions and restores and all other kinds of useful objects that normally I don't buy because I'm always buying so many Pokeballs because I gotta catch them all. Kind of flying in the face of that convention is one of the things I'm actually enjoying and looking forward to about this game. Normally I take forever to play a Pokemon game because I'm trying to capture everything I can and I'm trying to get it all evolved and I want all the Pokedex entries. Speaking of which, screw you, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and your stupid Feebas. If you don't know what the deal is with a Feebas, they are a fish that is ugly as all get out. They can only be caught in a specific river, but not just one specific river on the map. One very specific square in that river. And which square that is determined by a randomized function so complex that not even the entire community of Bulbapedia, the Wikipedia for Pokemon, has been able to decipher how it works. All they know is that there is a person you can talk to on one of the islands in Ruby, Emerald, or Sapphire to set a catchphrase. And depending on the 2 words you choose to make that catchphrase, they determines which single square in that one river can you catch a Feebas. And once you've caught a Feebas, the only reason to have even done such a thing in the first place is to get a female one with a good beauty score, which you then use whatever those Pokeblocks, Poffins, whatever the heck they're called, to boost its beauty up so high that it evolves into a melodic dragon. There are so many dragon types in Ruby and Sapphire, and there are so many Caterpies in this freaking woods! Go away! Leave me alone! There's one more trainer in here somewhere. I've got to have some moves to use on his Pokemon, or else I'm gonna be struggling my way out of these woods. Should have brought a machete. I guess this is going to make the challenge more challenging. I've never ever really faced down the prospect of needing struggle to get out of an area before. In the past, I have needed to use struggle while I was leveling up a Pokemon and I ran out of moves while I was grinding, and I just really wanted to get that one last level before switching to the next Pokemon in my party to grind with. But I've never actually faced down the fact that in order to continue moving, I am going to need to struggle. Rosncrantz is just going to be like this potion-fueled struggle train. This is going to be ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as trying to suck the life out of a hardening Kakuna. Oh my gosh. Why isn't Leech Seed that strong? But you can see that it doesn't actually deal grass-type damage, because it's not coming up saying it's not very effective against this bug-type Kakuna. It's just not dealing a lot of damage at all. At least with Leech Seed, I'm going to be able to keep Rosncrantz's health up for the time being, because that's going to help once I hit the point where all I can do is struggle. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about trying to economize with my tackles and vine webs, but damn it, I want these battles to be over. I want to get out of this woods. This is just silly. Silly, silly. Yeah, I don't think these things do it. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Let's continue fighting. Get that tasty XP. I really don't want to back down from any fights. In a Bioware game, you really can't. But in a Bioware game, you get to choose a romantic interest, at least in the Mass Effect games. And yeah, I'm not really going to do that in a Pokemon game. There's stuff out there. Don't go looking for it. I'm really sad that I stumbled across it. Just leave it be. Anyway, this Cocoon is just about dead, which is really kind of sad. Well, no, it's not sad at all. Beedrills, hornets, wasps, no, they can all just go away and they can die. They can get eaten by Bulbasaurs any day. Stinging insects, I really don't understand their point if they're not in a desert killing scorpions. Because that's a stinging insect versus a stinging insect. I mean, how can you go wrong there? Now, can I go back? Just... yeah, no. I know I said I didn't want to back down from some fights, but just, I can't do this. I need to make sure that there isn't another north way, to make sure that there aren't any items I missed, and there is not. This whole area is walled off, and I should have remembered that from when I was here last. The forest doesn't move around. Okay, let's get out of here. I am done with these bugs. I never liked the bug type. It didn't really appeal to me. Pretty similar to why the grass type never really appealed to me. I didn't like the way they looked. I guess the one thing that can be said for them is that bug type Pokemon evolve really quickly, unless it's it's either the fire bug or the electric bug from Black and White. Those things take until, I think, level 40 to evolve. Yes, I'm almost out. Yes, I did know that Pokemon evolved in... Oh, you're a trainer! Oh. I could have walked past them. I could have just walked right by. Now I've got to drain the life from level 7 and level 8 Pokemon. Which means it's going to take even longer. I know some of you out there are going, where's the miracle of video editing from last time? And to you I say... check up your internet connection and go watch that movie again if you loved it so much. My emulator, which I'm not going to mention where I got it or its name, especially not the one that I'm going to be using for later editions. Anyway, has a speed up button that I've been using. You may be hearing the music going berserk in the background there. That's when I push the speed up button, which is also why my little Rosncrantz nameplate there starts vibrating, is when I push the speed up button. Down to my last couple of Leech Seeds, and it missed! Oh, it missed! Just kill it. Just kill it. I don't need any more health. Use Vine Whip. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything against any Pokemon that I fight in here. Just get it the heck out of here. Yeah, I like looking at those stats, and I kind of like to show them off to you guys so you can watch Rosncrantz grow with me. But I have nothing to say about it right now. I'm just so sick and tired of fight. Wait. Okay, my brain is completely fried. Does this guy only run with 3 Metapods? Now that is a challenge. Somebody out there on the internet, if you want to show that your Pokemon Kakunas are bigger than mine, and bigger than the people that do the Nuzlocke challenge, try running the triple Metapod challenge. I dare you. Dare you, dare you, dare you. Look, they take forever to kill right now. Oh, if only I had some rocks. Why couldn't this be the Safari Zone? I could just pick up a rock and throw it. Smush it, get all the little, the jelly donut juice leaking all over the ground there. Oh, poor Metapod. Screw you, this guy's like a troll trainer. He's like, I'm gonna fight you by making you take too long, but I'm gonna lose anyway. I guess the experience is good. Well, Catcher Charlie, you are not winning. I like that he sounds like he's surprised. Like, he is legitimately surprised that using 3... And they look like they must be wild-caught Metapods, because they don't have any other moves than Harden. So he legitimately thought that he could win like that. I just don't understand. Okay, let's run out of here. Phase walk, phase walk! Oh! I forgot about him. What do you mean, why the rush? I've run out of power points! He's only got 1 Pokemon. It's a Weedle. Level 9. That's a little bit higher. I don't know if that's going to put him at the point where he's got Bug-type moves or not. Out of Leech Seed, out of Vine Whip, and out of Tackle. Oh my god. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna growl at you. This is like a DBZ episode now. Struggle! As Rosncrantz's little flower bulb turns yellow and spiky. Oh yes, I'm so good at this that I had to struggle. Let's get the heck out of here. Yes, the skinny trees that I can get cut to chop them down. Now, is that something like fratricide for a Bulbasaur to have the move cut? I don't know. A plant killing a plant. I guess it happens all the time anyway. Plant types killing plant types. Well, we finally made it out. There's one tree. It takes us to Diglett's cave. I must stay out of that grass. For the life of me, I am staying out of that grass. Here we are in Pewter City. Let's get Rosncrantz recharged here. Because I totally want to go face the first gym using only Struggle. That would just be the most intelligent thing in the world. Thank you, pink-haired lady. Appreciate it very much. Oh, I'll be back again, but not terribly soon. I'm trying to remember who all lives in these houses. See if there's anybody that can give me anything here. Old man! Yes, I know they only learn things. Status problems. Well, at least for the time being, Rosncrantz can inflict status problems. And who knows by the time I reach Route 12 if he'll still have that ability to make catching a Psyduck any easier. Oh well. No, I have no idea what you're doing. Ah, repels. Maybe I should invest in those given my very poor economy on PowerPoints here. I may stop off at the Pokemart and pick some of those up. But right now, after my chat with Luffy, the gardener, I think it's time for us to head to the Pewter City Gym, the leader Brock. And we'll see how I do next time.